And I know what you want, tryna roll me in the blunt. Did push a nigga front, you can get slumped. Deuce 5 with them up, homicide is a must. Who can I trust? I don't know who I could trust. I don't know who finna bust. Don't give a fuck, tell my haters wet them up. Tell my haters wet them up.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Kai here, checking in with another video. As y'all all know, NBA 2K is literally 6 days away. And 2K came out with their community day. And I got all the tweets, all the juiciness right here. So for my first tweet, we got Pink that says, when you first create your MyPlayer, you have the ability to test them out as a 99. And the event that you don't like this player, you can start over from scratch. No more wasted VC. Now this, from everybody that played 2K, is a big one. No more wasted VC. Nobody likes putting their time and effort into a player and then feeling like, man, I made the wrong player. Why did I make this player? I don't want to start over because I'm already deep into the game. I'm already deep into it with this player. Now I gotta grind him out to 99. The only way that people really get to see the full potential from 2K19 of your player was hitting 95 to 96 overall. That's when you really got to see like your person's like at his final form. But 99 is when you literally got to see your person that he can't be stopped, he can't be checked, nobody can guard him. It don't matter what the build is. That's when you really get to see your person at the fullest potential. But if you got him to a 95, 96, you're okay. But this right here is major because now we can test our players out, and that's going to take us a long way. Next tweet. So next tweet, she says, each game you earn badge points to upgrade badges, as well as attribute points to upgrade 3.0 whatever you choose to place them, as well as VC. The better you do on a defensive game, the more defensive badges you earn, etc. I mean, this basically sounds like how it was this year when you play a MyCAREER game. Whatever you do the most of, that's where you get your badge upgrades at. Attributes, as far as how you finish the game. No, we ain't get attributes this year. That was upgraded on whatever it was. So it's basically how it was like a few years ago. Whatever you get is what you get. Like if you get your VC, you can upgrade whatever you want. So far, if you unlock a bar, like let's say if you max out, then the rest of the VC is where you can just upgrade whatever you want. You can unlock them bars and upgrade whatever you want. So it's basically how it was last year. 2K17, which ain't bad. Next tweet. Next tweet from Juice says they got an ice water in my veins badge. Now this right here, this might be OP. Ice water in my veins. Y'all all know what that means. As far as like, if you take over the game, you know, put y'all up 1 or 2, taking tough shots. It's just basically a clutch badge. You know show how clutch you are. Now this right here might be OP. It literally might be one of the most OP badges in the game if it's used correctly. I don't know, because let's say like y'all in a close game, 60 to 60 in the Jordan wreck, and you got ice water in your veins, and then you're hot at that. Like let's say y'all got the game tied up, like I said, 60-60 with 8 seconds on the clock. Just a crossover, a blow by animation, and a pull-up jumper. GG. So this might be an OP badge right here. I want to see how. I hope it's not OP, but it's a good badge. I like the name of it, Ice Water in My Veins, and I love what it can do. Y'all all know what that means. Clutch badge. Hopefully it's not that OP. So this next tweet, this right here is for all my dribblers, all my guards. So you're going to need an 86 speed with ball to get tier 3 quick first step, and then you're going to need an 86 ball control to unlock tier 3 dribble moves and momentum animations. Now they said this year dribbling is going to be harder. They said you're going to actually have to use the left and the right analogs to dribble the ball. Now I don't know how OP these badges is going to be or the animations in this game, But for the people that master the dribbling, OP, GG. Especially with them with the quick first step badge, like that blow by, crazy. And if, like I said, if you know how to do the dribble moves, come on, GG. No defender is gonna be able to stay in front of you. Next, we got apparently you can test your build at every overall before confirming him to make sure you're comfortable with him. It's basically the same thing that Pink said. We ain't gotta go over this. Next, we got back with Juice said, mid-game, it shows your badge progression. Now, this right here is something that we've been wanting in 2K for the longest. So I guess like halftime, it shows you where your badges go, like how far you are on going to your next tier, from bronze to silver. So we all need this. That way you ain't gotta keep pausing the game like, oh, I took 30 limitless range. Like, you counting stuff in your head. Now it already shows you mid-game. And hopefully, like, if you pause the game, it shows you where you at in your badge progression, because nobody want to wait until mid-game, halftime, and nobody, you know, people just don't want to wait. People just want to see where they at, so that way they know, like, alright, let's say I'm 3 more shots from limitless range to get it on gold. I want to be able to pause my game and check that. I don't want to wait. Just want to be able to check it on the fly. So next we got Annoying TV saying you get to choose your own badges you want on your MyPlayer. It doesn't pick it for you. More to the uniqueness in the builds I was talking about earlier. Extremely hard to replicate. Now this right here, we get to pick our own badges. Meaning, from when they said that you get to equip badges, it's going to be a limit, I believe. I really believe it's going to be a limit how it was this year. Let's say if you make a pure shooter, they might give you 25 badges that you can max out. If you make a all-around player, you might get like 40 badges to max out. They're not going to make it to where everybody can just get 50 badges. But what they need to do, how I hope they made it, is you can just get any badge you want. Like, you got your actual, like how 2K17 was, you had your actual badges that you can get, like your primary badges, your 5 primary badges, and then you can get every other badge on bronze. Take it back to that, like, bruh, that makes the most sense. But this right here, I want to see exactly what are they talking about, how many badges you actually can get. Because if they say you can unlock any badge you want, and you only can get 30 badges, that means you really gotta pick really which badges are good for you. I know everybody's gonna get limitless range because they all want to shoot limitless shots. I know everybody's gonna get like corner specialist. Everybody can get defensive stopper, but like I said, they got 80 badges in the game, so just be mindful of what you're going to get, because they got 80 badges in the game. So we back again with Juice saying you can select your takeover off rip, since your MyPlayer can do more this year. Also, there's a new takeover in the game. I looked up some more information. They said it's not really a new takeover. They said it's the same old takeover. But the crazy part is you get to choose your own takeover. Now, what I think they mean by that is it is a category, like 4 categories to make your all-around player. They're not gonna have it to where you can just, if you're a lockdown, let's say if you wanna have a shot creating takeover system, you can't do that unless you have shot creating ability in your 4 attributes that you selected. You can't just pick something and say, you can't just pick a primary, let's say a playmaker. You put all your bars up on playmaking, you're going to actually just be a playmaker. You can't say, well, I want to be a playmaker and then have a sharpshooting takeover. It's not going to work like that unless you put your 3-point up. that's what they mean by, you know, your new takeover system. You're able to do be a playmaker, but if you don't put no balls on your 3-point shot, then you're not going to be able to get sharpshooting. You have to make it a balance. So let's say if you get 4, whatever them 4 things are, is what your takeover is going to be. So now we got Craig saying a pie chart will most likely be showing you what your build leans to more. It's either 3-point, athleticism, etc. So that goes back to what I was saying about your archetypes. The 4 archetypes that you pick, or the 4 attributes is what you pick. That's what's gonna be the pie chart, showing you, okay, you got tier 1 is what you're gonna be good at. Let's say if you put your 3-point, your mid-range and stuff like that up, you're gonna be good at shooting. Tier 2 is gonna be like if you put up your playmaking, so you can be able to do dribbles, like probably like layups, things like that. Tier 3 would be more like your defense, so steals, blocks, athleticism, stuff like that. And tier 4, let's say if you put up your rebounding, so rebound and box out. So it goes from best to worst. That's what the pie chart is. And now we got MYPARK and Carter saying, less is just dribbling for NBA 2K20. Players won't play the same unless YouTubers give people a stick-by-stick tutorial. Combos are done by a one-by-one movement. Hezzy's escapes will be a big factor in dribbling as well. Now, goes back to the dribble guards, all the dribble heads. You need to use your right analog stick and your left analog stick. It's not just me using the right analog stick to do all your combos and do all your dribble moves. You have to use the left analog stick also. So that's going to be a big factor. You have to learn how to use both analog sticks to dribble the ball. So all that, how people be spamming on dribble moves, you're going to see who's really the point guards in this game. You're going to see who really the dribble heads in this game. A lot of y'all let the old 2K animation, you know, really worked out in a sense, because y'all really was, they put all the combinations together for y'all. I mean, you still had to learn how to do some movements, but a lot of things was chained together. That's out of the game. And that's a big, big, big W. I'm happy for that. Now we got Hollywood saying quick draw. That's a badge. So quick draw speeds up the release of all jump shots, including post fades. All heights can get this badge. So that goes back to equipping badges. They got a badge called quick draw. I believe that's like it's not quick first step, but I believe it's like shooting off the dribble. I don't know about that, y'all. Since I actually said it, I don't know about that. That's kind of, I know all the shooting builds, like people who put all their shooting up, that's gonna be OP. Like, people ain't gonna be able to check, because it's like, if you got quick first step, meaning you can blow by, with quick draw, you just, oh my god, that's really on some Durant first step, boom, and pull up all mid range. Nah, that's OP. Okay. Now we got Brother Jones saying Takeover is based off your attributes. You can pick it based off attributes. You can't throw a shot takeover on a pure rim. That goes back to what I just previously said. You have your 4 attributes that you put together to make your all around player. That has to be what's in your build, so you can be able to get the takeovers that you want. You can't be a like he said, a pair rum with stretch big shooting. If you ain't put shooting in your build, you won't be able to get that takeover system. And even like I said, even still, the four things that you pick, let's say if shooting was the last thing you picked, that +5 or plus whatever that you're gonna get, if it's not your primary skill, that +5, if you only got a 50 open 3, that +5 is gonna give you 55. That's nothing. So you just did all that for absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that the first 2 attributes is what's gonna make your person be the build that you want them to be. So if you put up your shooting and your playmaking on your build first, like your first build is, your first bar is all shooting, and your second bar is all shooting, that's gonna be the dominating factors on your builds. So when you get your takeover, that's what's really gonna give you the boost. Now we got Annoying TV back saying, choose extremely wisely on your badges. Trust me. And like I said, you might get 30 badges on your build. You might get 35. People might go crazy saying, I want to get this. But remind you, they got 80 badges in the game. You really need to choose wisely on the things that you want to make your build that good. Like I said, we all know the top things that people are going to be going for, but choose wisely, like he said. But I heard that you can like equip and unequip things, so you can move things around. So maybe you don't have to choose wisely, because if you be able to remove badges, but maybe that's the trick. Maybe they have it to where you can remove these badges, but if you stick with the badges that you already picked, those are going to be the badges that get the most highest upgrades. But if you remove and you put like a new slide in, those might just be all bronze badges. 2K might do some really crazy finesse type stuff, so you never know. But choose wisely, because y'all don't want to end up doing it. It'd be the second thing where you remove something and then whatever you put there is only can go to bronze level. 2K, y'all funny. And we got Sub saying, this year when trying to steal the spam button, instead of you always getting the foul call, it feels like the ball handler get an advantage and can drive past you. Love this. Now that's raw. For you lockdowns, just all of you builds that really can just spam X or spam square on the controller. If you don't get that steal, we can run right past you. That's what we needed in this game. We needed to be able to make it a balance to where the lock's just not so OP in the game. Even though they're still going to be OP, but now they have to really time that button, or we're going to blow right past you and be able to score the ball. I like that, especially with quick first step. So now we back with you saying, you can upgrade whatever you want first too, like NBA 2K16, I believe it was, so I can max out my 3-point rating after the first game, etc. Then you can grind to upgrade points, not cap breakers. Big W, 2K, big W. This is the information we've been wanting to hear. I can max out my 3-point rating. If I want, like say I'm a shooter, I can max out my 3-point rating. And for me, for the builds that I want, I'm good with just like a 91 open 3 green, because you need a 86 to get that green light window. That's dope. I can max that out and not have to deal with the struggle of how my player's gonna shoot, or if I want this or if I want that. I gotta wait for these cap breakers. This is great info that we just got right here, and it's a big W. Now going back to Craig, he said you can now choose your own takeover. You can be a shot creator with sharp shooting takeover. Like we already broke that down. It has to be out of your 4 archetypes, your 4 attributes. your 4 main attributes, that's how you get to figure out what your takeover is going to be. You can pick out from your takeovers from them 4. You can't be doing something that your player is not known to do. That's not your takeover. It has to be the things that you picked out of the 4, out of the pie graph. You cannot be a shooter if you ain't put shooting up. You can't be a sharpshooter. Let's get that straight. If you don't have playmaking in your bar graph, you will not be able to do. You won't be able to get ankle breakers or the takeover badge. Sorry, it has to be something that's in your bar graph. Now we got something from Nick. He says, ton of new badges for dribbling, such as handle for days, unpluckable, tight handle, stop and go, and many others. It really sounds like dribblers. If you, like I said, if you could master dribbling this year with a real one-on-one movements, because you can't chain it all together, like you have to do all that yourself. If you could master that with these badges, handles for days, meaning you won't get ripped, unpluckable, meaning you won't get ripped, well, handles for days, meaning you won't lose the ball, and your stamina bar will really coexist with how you're dribbling the ball, so you won't like get tired and stuff. So that's handle for days. Unpluckable, meaning you won't get plucked, of course. Tight handle, meaning you won't lose the ball as easily. Stop and go. That's something that, what do y'all think that means? Stop and go. Is that more like quick first step, like break somebody off, then run right past them? I don't know. We gotta figure that one out. Oh, you know what? Stop and go could be as far as like a hesitation. Like you hit a person with a hezo, like you freeze up and then you go right past them. So that could be what that is, like far as your hesitations. Okay, 2K. Nick also said for shooters, there's a new badge called Flexible Release, which reduces the penalty suffered for mid-time jump shot releases. A badge called Green Machine, and another one called Steady Shooter. So I think Steady Shooter is Volume Shooter, just worded differently. And you know, they said Volume Shooter is not going to be how it was the last time we seen Volume Shooter, which nobody wanted that badge. When you get Volume Shooter, when you're hot, you're hot. That's the thing about Volume Shooter. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're cold, bruh, you better just, I don't know. When you cold, I don't know. I never had the badge, but I'm happy I never had that badge in that game because we heard horror stories. Green Machine. So I guess that badge right there is you getting a higher chance at getting green lights, which I believe everybody's going to have this badge right here, the Green Machine badge. And Flexible Release. So I guess that's like when you mess up the shot time release, it gives you a better chance to get greens, I believe. I don't know. I can't wait for the demo to see what all these badges are. Craig also said it will be $50 to get your player to an 85 overall. We need this information. It's $50 to get your player to an 85 overall. So there y'all go. So now we got Juice saying, nah, your attributes have to fit for a certain takeover to be an option, but you can select which one of your primaries ASAP. So out of the 4, you can make whatever those is your primary. So, or it might be, like I said, whatever your 1 or 2 that you select out of your 4, that's going to be your primary, because that's the first 2 things that you're good at. MYPARK King Carter said a play sharp is an offensive threat. So that's the new name for a play sharp. So everybody It's not gonna be how it was the previous years. Is whatever your archetypes are, that's gonna be your build. A play sharp, you're a playmaker, and you're a sharpshooter. They now have it to where they're gonna be a offensive threat, defensive stopper, whatever names that they have in the game. So no more how it was the last few years. Hollywood said undersized guards can literally do everything. Don't, please do not make an undersized guard, bro. You're gonna hate it. Yes, you can blow by, but you're going to hate it because you're so small that you're gonna be getting cooked, how it is in every 2K. Don't make an undersized guard. Now we got Duke saying, I just made a 7-foot stretch big with Hall of Fame catch and shoot, Hall of Fame range extender, which is limitless range. I just made a fade away 3 from deep. Also, I was able to put quick first step on my stretch. He's still slow though. So it seems like you can be able to put your badges any way you want. And it seems like stretches are back then OP.